Say, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Y'all already know I am your host, Lacey G. Souldier Turner. And today I got a very special guest with me, man. You know, he's been doing a lot of things in the city. One of the greatest blues singers, man. Listen, blues performers out in this world, though. We got the wonderful, amazing, talented ET Pankins. Welcome to the platform.
Welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
So look, let me ask you this, ET. You know, I've been researching you a little bit. So for the people who don't know you, let the people know, where were you born and raised, and how was your upbringing as a child?
I was born in Chicago, Illinois, in Cook County Hospital. I left Chicago at the age of 3 and came to St. Louis with my mom and family. And I was raised here in St. Louis, Missouri. I graduated from Long Beach Polytechnic. I went to California to graduate high school, but my grade school was here in St. Louis, Missouri as well.
Okay. So let me ask you this: for people who never been to St. Louis want to come, you know, who's scared because they always see the murders on the TV. They be like, oh, it's the most dangerous city and all that type of stuff. What can you tell the people about St. Louis who has never came, who probably want to come?
If you surround yourself with good company, you don't have to worry about the bad things to come.
Real talk. That is a great essay. Look, that's the realest essay I heard. Oh, let me. Hey, well, look, for real, that's one of the realest answers I heard to that question. I was like, yeah, that's right, and that's where anywhere. If you go anywhere, surround.
Anyway, it's not just here. I mean, the surroundings that you surround yourself with will end up being the results of how it turned out.
Mhm. So let me ask you this: how did you get into doing blues music?
Well, believe it or not, when I was a young, what we call whippersnapper, a little youngster, my grandmother played the best of B.B. King and Bobby Blue Boy Bland when I was growing up. So at the age of 5 years old, I was singing songs like The Thrill Is Gone and Further On Up the Road and things like that at the age of 5. So it comes from my grandparents.
Okay, okay. So, which one of those would you say, I guess, influenced your style?
Bobby Bland,
Mm. Why you say that?
because he got that walk, that signature thing with him, So Bobby, his stories, blues is actually telling a story.
Mhm.
So his stories kind of fit my life, my trials and tribulations, and things of that nature. So I kind of I was clinging hold to him a little bit more than other blues artists.
Mhm. Okay. Let me ask you this though. Okay, so you know a lot of people do blues. I've heard a lot of what separates you from the other blues singers though. You know, I seen your name on the screen where you was typing it, you know, all that type of stuff. So what separates you from other blues artists?
Well, I'm not afraid to be who I am,
Mm.
and I won't be restricted. And what I mean by restriction, my title as a blues singer is the Nasty Blues Man. So I'm gonna get down, low down, and dirty. You know what I'm saying? I'm a go on down like they say in the Big Muddy, and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. There are no restriction, no barriers on me, and more than just singing, I try to make sure I live up to the letters of ET in my name. That stands for entertainer.
Mm.
So, you have a lot of people that can sing, but
Mhm.
when you mix singing with entertainment, you get a whole entire show.
Mm. Nice. So let me ask you this. What specifically do you talk about with the nasty blues, man? Like what type of stories are you telling with this name? You know, I'm trying to figure out.
Well, to keep it clean, my tongue always happens to fall out of my mouth when I'm performing. And, I get in the laps of the women, and grind all on them. And, and I dance a little bit and vibrate on them a little bit, and it separates me from everyone else. And I'm proud to be where I am with the separation because blues is blues.
Hmm.
No matter how you sing it, no matter how you portray it, blues is blues. And
Right.
if you don't add anything to it, it will remain just blues.
Hmm. Yep, real talk. Okay. So I also see that you are the manager of Jay's House of Music. Can you tell me about the experience that being a manager of a club? How's that experience? And do
Well,
you
being a manager, the young lady Jacqueline Phillips gave me the opportunity to prove myself. And being a manager, it comes with loyalty. It comes from being able to accept criticism, whether it's constructive or not. You have to have on many facets, many faces to deal with the public because everyone has a story. And most of all, you got to be courteous to the people. And I always tell my wife, family, and friends that I belong to the public,
Mm,
but I live for my family.
mm. Hey man, look, you dropping some jewels on me. I like it. I love these things. I might have to use some. I belong to the public, but I live for my family. Hey, listen,
This is true.
these are some of the realest answers I've never heard. I really like that. So, okay. So also, I see that you own ET Party Bus Transportation. Can you tell everybody about that? I was looking at some of the videos. Seems like y'all be having some fun.
Well, I have a 3-year-old daughter, and I call her the bear. And, I'm not afraid to tell people where I come from and the trials and tribulations that I had. In 1995, I left the streets and went to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And I went from 95 to 2016, which was 21 years flat. And when I came home, I had 5 years on supervised release, which is what we call papers.
Mhm.
So 26 years of my life was dealing with the feds. And I decided that I no longer wanted to see myself in a troubling manner. I didn't want to look over my shoulder anymore. So when I came home, I did something that I had never done in my life, and that was got a job. And I took that job and I was proud of it. I worked hard and I was a dishwasher. A lot of people don't know that the Master ET was a dishwasher.
They were like,
So,
no way.
so when I started saving my money, one of my sons was talking to me about party buses. And I said, well, you know what? Let me take a look at it. So my first bus that I bought it for 3,500, and we redid the inside of it and put the sound in it, and it held 14 people. And we took that, and because of my name and my history here in Missouri, it took off, and it took off fast. It took off so fast that we turned around and bought another bus.
He's like, we need another one.
And then we bought another bus, and then another bus. And now we are the proud owners of our first 55 passenger charter bus. And we treat our people with respect. We make them first. But more so than anything, when you get on our buses, we turn you upside down.
Hey, look, hey, listen, Mr. ET, let me borrow that charter bus.
Anytime you need it, just hey, all you got to do is call me. You got my number.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so look, this year you are nominated for the Blues Entertainer of the Year at the Remix Awards. So tell me how important that is to you, and tell me how important the Remix Awards are.
Well, it's amazing because without the people, there would be no Master ET. Without the people, there would be no Nasty Blues Man. Without the people, there will be no award for me to be able to accept. And to be totally honest, I was just scrolling through Facebook and happened to run across Mr. Rodney's page and seen that I had been nominated for such a prestigious award. So it is an honor. It shows that my hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, it paid off because I will accept an award over money because money will be spent, but that award will remain on your shelf. And each time that I look at it, it's an achievement of a part of the goal that I have been trying to achieve. Well, I won't say trying because to me, try is a form of failure.
Right.
So it is part of my achievements in my future because a lot of people don't know the life that I'm living right now comes from Mr. Jamie Foxx portraying Ray Charles.
Mm. Hey, look, that's dope. Listen, Mr. ET, we need to come together and write you a book called Dropping Knowledge because you just dropped some more jewels. Hey, I would rather have the award than money. Hey, that is real talk. You know, like you said, money comes and goes. You can spend money, but that is forever, a lifetime.
That's
So,
correct.
so let me ask you this, Mr. ET. On your journey, what would you say in life has been your greatest challenge?
Come here, Shine. One of the greatest challenges in my life was being able to find someone that could ground me,
Mm,
someone that could set me apart from all the rest.
mm,
You know, because there is an old saying that says, from every good man, there's a good woman.
mm.
So, to answer you about my greatest challenge, I can not only answer that, I would like to show you. This is my greatest challenge right here.
Okay, how you doing?
How
This
you all doing?
this was my greatest challenge.
Mm,
And one of the other biggest challenges was being able to be a father to my daughter. I have 10 boys and one girl,
mm,
and she's 3 years old. So that's been the biggest challenge of my life, being a father at the age of 58 with a 3 year old.
mm,
But it's a wonderful feeling because I've always wanted a girl, and it took me almost over half a century to get her.
mm. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. So I got another question. So you said that's been your greatest challenge. What would you say has been your greatest accomplishment?
My greatest accomplishment is singing with the likes of Andrea Lachelle Taylor, Keisha Hall Williams, Dee Dee Franklin Smith, and my entire band. That is the most biggest achievement any artist could ever have. Because without my band, which is the likes of Don D.T. Taylor, Tony Scott, James, J.T. Hollywood, Willie Gunn, Daryl Dunn, and now Chaz B, and other artists that have played with us along the way, they paved the way for us to be successful, and they played hard for us to be where we are today. Because again, this is more than just an award to me. It is an achievement. It is a goal that I've achieved. It is an honor. And I'm really, really humbled that someone took time out to even recognize the hard work that we put in.
Mm, salute to you for that. So let me ask you this. So you've been successful a lot, especially in St. Louis. What advice would you give to someone who's trying to come in the entertainment industry, whether it's blues music, whether it's acting or whatever? What advice would you give them?
Do you, and never allow others to condemn you. People going to see you for who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But if you try to perpetrate or try to be something or someone that you're not, you will lose respect of the people. So again, whatever goal we set out as a people to achieve, go get your goal. The naysayers are going to come,
Yeah.
but you have to have thick enough skin to say, this is what I want. There have been times me and my wife have gone through things, but I tell her at the end of the day, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Either you're going to be with me till I get to that light, or you're going to fall off like some of the other people and some of the other things that fell off. People come, people go, but a lifetime achievement will last forever.
Look, Mr. ET, I'm gonna have to watch this interview and take some more of that knowledge. You just keep on. He said you either gonna stay or fall off like others. But people come out and look, I done got so much knowledge out of this interview. To go back and rewatch it now. But now that's real talk. What you said though, for real, I really love that. So, do you have anything coming up that you want to promote or anything you got going on?
Actually, February the 24th is coming up fast. That's my birthday. But before I approach my birthday, I would like to send a shout out to Jay's House of Music and Mr. Lee JoJo Johnson from Two Joe's Entertainment, Al's Lounge, and Jean's Lounge are the first places that I ever stepped foot in to perform. Jean's Lounge on St. Louis Avenue was my first place I ever performed, and Al's was the second place. Those are my homes, my city and county homes. And Jay's House of Music, 3156 Pershare Road, we're one of the hottest 35 and older clubs in North County. And February the 24th, it's going to be a heck of a day because I was born February the 22nd. But on the 24th, for the first time, I'm taking on Sir Charles Jones head to head for a battle of the blues.
I have to come see that.
and that's going to be at the Omega Center, 3900 Goodfellow. It's coming up and it's going to come fast. But again, I represent the mighty Midwest, and most of all, I represent St. Louis. So I will allow no other entity to come in from another state and run our house.
That's right. Let it be known. St. Louis in the building.
What you said.
Okay. So let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Facebook because that's the only entity that I use because I'm always on there live. Or you can find me at Jay's House of Music, 3156 Pershare Road. They also can have my phone number, area code 312-934-7512. That's area code 312-934-7512 to get in contact with me for any and anything you need of me, whether it's buses, clubs, performances, want to know where other shows at, things of that nature. I'm always open to the public because, again, I belong to the public.
Now, listen, y'all. He did not give you the number for the stalker, so do not be stalking his phone.
Well, no, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Well, there you go. He'll go ahead and stalk.
I'm okay with it.
Stalk him away, though.
That's right. Stalk me away. That lets me know somebody thinking of it. It's okay.
All right, Mr. ET. So my last question, like I love to ask all my guests. When it is all said and done and you are long gone from this earth, what is it that you want the people to know about ET Pankins?
That I belonged to them. I always will make way. I always will find a way. I don't make excuses on not doing. No is a part of my vocabulary that I try to stay away from. But when you think of ET after I'm long and gone, you will always be able to say, whenever I called on him, he was there.
And there you have it. Well, thank you, Mr. ET. I appreciate the interview. You dropped a lot of jewels for me. I'm going to go back and watch this for real. But I would definitely let you know when we drop this. We should be dropping this article real quick. I'm going to write it up. But I appreciate you taking your time out. Give me your time.
Well, again, it was an honor, and I appreciate you. And if ever you need to contact me beyond this, you have my number. Lock it in your phone.
Definitely.
And keep in contact because good people do good things. And I think that this here could be the beginning of something that needs to be done along my journey.
I believe, listen, I write and direct movies. I done won a lot of awards, so we definitely going to talk about some stuff for real.
Well, I used to own a place, so I've had one person that come to me and wanted to write a book on my life because of where I come from. Because at the age of 14, I was a millionaire, you dig? So, but those are the things of the past. I'm where I am right now. But I used to own a building called the Victory Center, the Ville Auditorium on Page and Union when I was young, and I was promoting concerts at the age of 14 and 15 years old back then. So it's a story behind me, but I just haven't shared it with the world yet.
Well, I'm going to do
that's something that you do.
I'm going to do a documentary on your life. Then we said it right here. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen for real.
Well, I got all the tools that you need to make a documentary. So,
let's get it. All right, Mr. ET. I'm definitely going to keep in touch. You have a good evening.
You too as well. Thank you.
All right, no problem.